Greetings, family, and welcome to another edition of KSOL Black Talk Radio, the new black media. This video is about Rahm Emanuel and his comments he made about Jussie Smollett and how all 16 felony charges have been dropped. Now, this comes on the heels of a few weeks after a grand jury indicted Jussie Smollett on 16 charges of staging a hate crime. Rahm Emanuel came out swinging in the press saying how this is a whitewash of justice. Now, how ironic Rahm Emanuel would use those choice words, a whitewash of justice. One thing I can tell you about this white supremacist system is these suspected white supremacists, they know exactly the terms to use as a dog whistle. We're familiar with their tactics. This is just another example of it. Rahm Emanuel filling out his dog whistle to his cohorts in the media and elsewhere that a whitewash of justice has been committed here. In this case, for Jussie Smollett. They don't like that because this is supposed to happen for them, not a black man. That's why he had to use these terms, a whitewash of justice. But more importantly, let me just say this. How ironic that he would use those words, a whitewash of justice. Why do I say that? Because this system is a racial system. It's not a justice system. It's not a criminal justice system. It is a racial system based solely on race. And I've mentioned this before. You've heard it on this channel, KSOL, Black Talk Radio, that we don't live in a system set up of criminal justice or laws. Yeah, we have laws written on the books, but there are a certain group of people who can break these laws, and this racial system will allow them to get away with it. And so, again, I can't call it a justice system or criminal justice system when the law is only carried against black people or just us. So when I saw this caption, a whitewash of justice, I laughed. I fell out laughing because I was thinking how ironic they would use, or Rahm Emanuel would use these words, these choice words, to describe what they do on a daily basis, sending black men and women to jail on some of the minute charges. And in this day and age, well, we have a lot of black men and women sitting in the jails behind marijuana, and yet you have white men and women who are reaping benefits and reaping profits hand over fist, selling it legally, while we still sit in the jails and prisons for the same thing. How ironic he would use the terms a whitewash of justice. And so here we have Donald Trump Jr., who comes along and gives Rahm Emanuel the thumbs up. He even said in a tweet, I believe, that he can't believe that he agrees with Rahm Emanuel 100%. Yeah, I know you do, Donald Trump Jr., because in the end, you guys are on code. Even when you don't even agree with each other or you don't like each other, in the end, you guys get on code when it comes to putting black men and women in jail or behind bars. You guys get on code. And so I'm not surprised that Trump Jr. gives Rahm Emanuel the nod. And what's so funny about this racial system that we live in, that the white media supports, is an arm to? White media puts this out in the media to tell us all that Trump Jr. gives Rahm Emanuel the nod, as if we even care, as if that's really news. But they made it news just so they can get their little dog whistle out there. So they call it a whitewash of justice. How ironic. You and your racial system, it's a farce. Your whole system is a farce. So when you say it's a whitewash of justice, well, if that's what you want to call it, but nonetheless, you're just witnessing an example of what black men and women see white people go through every day. A whitewash of justice. So anyways, Rahm Emanuel, suck it up. And Donald Trump Jr., you too. But we see you. We see you and we know exactly what you mean when you say these things. We know what you're doing. You're not slick. You're not even smart enough. Anyways, this is Guru at KSOL Black Talk Radio. Leave your comments if you have any. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.